Hi everyone, I'm JC, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can animate simple wings like this. I'm going to show you how to create the rig and some tricks about animation. So let's see this tutorial. The idea is create a flying animation using this character and these simple wings. And for this I need different controls. I need control for the wings, I need control for the apple, and I need control for the whole character. So I'm going to start with this wing. The idea is using the rotation of the wing to make the flying animation. But the first thing I need to know is where is the origin of this rotation. Because if I use this, for example, when I rotate the wing, you can see how this rotation is weird, because this part is disconnected of the apple. The wing is like an arm and need to have a shoulder to connect to the body. And for this wing, this part is the shoulder. It's the part that is connected with the apple. So for this control, I want to use a bone. And the first click of this bone is the center is the center of the rotation. So this first click needs to be somewhere here. So I'm going to say this first click can be here, and for the next can be here. Now this bone is the control of rotation of the wing. So I'm going to rename control rotation. And now when I move this bone, you can see the origin, the center of rotation is in this position. Now I'm going to select the wing and nest to the bone. And now when I move the bone, the wing follow the bone. And this is what I want, a control where I can animate to make this flying animation. Okay, now the shadow of the wing, I'm going to nest with the bone. So now when I move the bone, the shadow and the wing follow the bone. Okay. Now the next thing I need is a control to move this wing vertically. And I want this control, I want this in different control. So I'm going to select this bone, the control of rotation, with the wing and the shadow, and group it. And this new group is the control vertical. Oops. Now, change the style of group to target, and I want to move this target in this position, in the center of rotation. Use the Y key to activate freezing and move here. And you can see here it's difficult to know what is this position. So one trick for this is select the bone, move outside to the group, select the target and nest to the bone. And now, because the target is nested to the bone, I can change the position to 0, 0. And now the target is in the position I want, in the center of rotation. So I want to move this target outside and nest the bone to the target. And now I have the both control. I have the vertical control and I have this control rotation. Okay. One thing I want to do, is when I finish the animation of this wing, I want to copy the shape, the rig, and the animation to use for this wing. So I want to hide this wing because I don't need for now. And for this I need a new group. This new group I want to use when I finish this animation. I want to change the position, change the scale, and put in this part. So I'm going to select this control, the vertical control, and group it. And this new group name can be wing duplicate. And this group I only want to use when I finish this animation. So I have this group, we have the vertical control and the rotation control. Okay, now the apple. I have different parts of the apple, the body, these lights, and the stem. So I'm going to select all the elements of the apple and group it. This group name is control apple. And change the style of group to target and move this target to the center here. So I have this group for the apple and this group for the wing. The next thing I need is group all these elements, the apple and the wing, to control the whole character. But I can do this using a group or using a bond. I want to show you first using a group. So I'm going to select both elements, the apple and the wings, and group it. Now change the type of group to targets and move this target to the center. And this is the first problem I have, because when I want to select the apple, I select the whole group. The only thing I can do is move the target of the whole group in different position, but I don't want that. So the other way you can do this is using a bond. So I'm going to create a new bond, something like this, and move this bond in this position. And now select the wing and the apple and next to this bond. And now I can select the whole character using the bond or the apple using the target. So it's more easy this way. Using the group is not wrong, but in this case it's better using the bond for this. So I'm going to rename this bond character. And the next thing I need is a root, a main group. So I'm going to select this character and group it. I rename root. And this group is important because when I finish the animation, if I need to change the position or the scale, I use this root group because I can change all the elements and the animation. So it's good to have this group in all the animation. So we have the root, the main group, we have the whole character, we have the apple, the control of the apple, and we have the control of the wing, the vertical and the rotation. So we have all the control we need for this animation. So let's see the animation. The first animation I'm going to do is the wing, because all the elements depend of the wings, and the wings marks the time of this animation. The idea is using the control of the wing to animate this flying animation, where in some moments the wing is in this position and in other moment the wing is in this position. So for this first moment, I'm going to say the wing is in this position. And here in 30, the position of the wing is something like this. And for the last, I'm going to copy this key and paste here. Now select all the keys, add interpolation, and change the type of animation to looping. And check this animation. So now the wing is working, but it's very slow. So I'm going to change some keys, move this key in 15 and this key 30, and add the work area to try only this part. So I'm going to check this, and now it's better. The animation is better. So I'm going to copy all this key and paste here, and I have the same animation twice. Check, and okay, looks great. Now, the trick to make this animation more alive, more realistic, is using the formation. I show you how you can do it. So I'm going to select the control of the rotation and key the actual side. Now, when the wing is go down, in this moment is where the wings push up the character. So in this moment is where the wing have more energy and need to be more bigger. So I'm going to stretch the wing in this moment, something like this. And in this moment where the wing go up is where the wing don't push the character. The wing is more relaxed. So I'm going to squash the wing here, something like this. And you can see here this push, this stretch and squash, stretch and squash. And now for the next, here I'm going to copy these keys. And for the next here, I'm going to copy these keys. And for the last, copy the first keys and paste here. Select all the keys and add interpolation. And check all this. And now you can see how now this animation is different. It's more alive, have more energy, and you can see when the character push, relax, push, relax. Only using this deformation. Okay, now the wing is working, but need to move in vertical too. So in this moment, when the wing is up, I'm going to use the vertical control and move the wing a little up, something like this. And when the wing is down, I'm going to move the wing a little down like this. So copy this first key and paste in this position in 30 and add interpolation. And now copy all these keys and paste to close the loop. And now check, and that's it. This is better now. So we have the wing working, and the next thing we need is move the whole character, because the wing is working. The whole character needs move too. So the idea is when the character is flying, is levitating in the air. So I'm going to select the whole character and say in this moment the whole character can be a little up here. In 30 the character can be a little down, and for the last, copy this key and paste here. Select all the keys and add interpolation and check this. Okay, now is the character is levitating in the air, and the wings fly is with the flying animation. Good. And now the character is moving, but the apple is very static. So I'm going to add a little weight to the apple using the deformation to give more more alive, more dynamic, no static like is now. So I'm going to select the control of the apple, and in this moment where the whole character is up, I'm going to stretch a little, something like this. And in this moment when the character is down, I'm going to squash a little. Do something like this. Stretch, squash. Maybe I'm going to put more here. Squash, and copy this key and paste here to close the loop. Select on this key and add interpolation. And now the apple is more alive, it's not static. But you can see here how this stretch and squash happens in the same moment when where the character move. And what I want is when the character goes down is where the squash start. And for that I need offset this key. So I'm going to change the time, add more time, 2 seconds. Move all these keys in this position. Change the work area here and here. Check if all is okay. And now this control of the apple, this deformation, I'm going to offset these keys. Maybe here. And this is the idea. When the character goes down, here go down, is stretching, is squashing. Maybe here. Go down, here is squashing. Go up, and then for close this loop, I'm going to copy these keys, paste here, and move here. How is go down, squash, go up, stretch, go down, squash, go up, stretch, and you can see here. So almost we finished with this. The last thing I need is the other wing. So because I create this group for duplicate, the idea is in Rive, when you duplicate in animation mode, you duplicate the elements, the shape, the rig, and the animation. So we want to use that. So I'm going to select the wing duplicate, this group, and duplicate. And now you can see here I have the animation, duplicate animation of the wing. So to move this wing to the other part, I'm going to, because I don't want more keys, I'm going to edit mode a design mode. And here, this new wing, I'm going to change the position and the scale. I say this wing can be in this position, and the side is negative 100. So I have in the other direction, and change maybe negative 80. It's a little bit small, and change the position to back to the apple. Something like this, maybe less. And now when I go into animate mode, you can see how we have both wings working. So that's it. I hope you like this tutorial. If you have any question, please leave the comment in the video. You can use this file, or you can create a new character and publish the flying animation in the community. Have fun and see you in the next video.